Alrighty. Apologies for the hiatus. Things have been busy. And look, I know I promised car talks, but whoops. Anyway, what you're about to see here is what we call the post-activation potentiation effect, PAP. I've pretty much done 2 sets to warm up. This is going to be close to my working weight, where I'm going to fail at around 8 to 12 reps, which is pretty damn good form. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it for 1 rep as hard and as fast as I can, and then chill for like 60 seconds. All right, 2 things with that, right? One, you should be doing a pretty damn heavy weight where it's like sometimes it's allowed to be more than your working weight set, but anyway, the whole point is that like primes your muscles ready to go crazy, but you get like a pretty much like a 45-second post stim pack where muscle motor unit recruitment is increased. Anyway, I know it sounds crazy, but I'm just going to increase the weight by 1, which I think fucks the whole thing up. But today's going to be an upper day because it's due time, I'd say, to just have a look at how everything's coming together with a pump, of course. Anyway, first set, pec flies, 89 kilos. Oh yeah. Oh. So the truth is, I haven't trained in like 3 or 4 days. I've been really slacking off, and even whilst just warming up, oh goodness, just a bit of movement. It's like crack cocaine. It felt so good. That set, oh, maybe 2, 3 RIR tops. I was getting pretty damn close. But you know what's crazy? That's like 5 off the bottom. That's 5 off the full stack, and at peak bulk, I was hitting two off the full stack. So 10 kilos lighter. I've retained pretty well, not all my strength, obviously, but a pretty sensible amount, and I'm pretty happy with that. All right, one more. Ah, let's move on. All right, I don't know how this shot is looking, but we're moving on to pullovers. When it comes to like this upper day, which I rarely ever do, what I'm trying to do is like stimulate as much as possible, as efficiently as possible. Given I haven't trained in 4 days, like I don't want to overdo it with too much volume, but at the same time, I want to make sure I hit everything because everything's been rested for so long, right? And so when it comes to like my 2 favorite upper body movements, one for chest and one for back, it's definitely the pec fly, and then for back, it's actually going to be these pullovers. But the thing about pullovers is they're sort of kooky to do like really heavy, so it's one of those like hard to fail in the 6 to 8 rep range. I fail a lot better with these in like the 12 to 15, and that's just usually what I've been used to, I guess you could say. Anyway, 2 sets here, more than likely. We'll see how we go. Oh, not bad. Decent. I think I chose a pretty good weight. We'll probably run it back one more time. Oh, not bad. All right, you know me. On occasion, I like to spice things up. Incline dumbbell press, nothing too heavy, 25 kilos, but only one set. Annoyingly, the warm-up scheme today has been a lot of like feel a rep, feel a set, feel a rep, feel a set, and then one set, two sets, and then I'm out. So we're really only going to do one here. Let's just see how we look. That was okay. Let's move on. All right, last exercise for chest. I'm on the time crunch again. I just have really poor time management. I keep fucking like committing to shit when I know I should leave more time. Is this an Asian thing? Maybe I shouldn't say that on the internet. Well, I'm allowed to, right? Anyway, last set here for chest. It's quite light, so the focus is definitely going to be squeezing and getting a really good contraction, but still going to push it. Oh, whoops. Sorry, Jim. All right, that's not too bad. Let's maybe do a few more and then check the punch. Alrighty, so I just saw this lying here. Pretty much it's just cuffs. And I don't know what took over me, but I was like, oh, you know what? Let's just try some single arm tricep cuffed extensions. How do I feel about putting my wrists in another man's used cuffs? Not so good, but you know, as long as I wash my hands and stuff after the session, I'll be good. Try not to touch my face and all that weird shit, so you'll be sweet. First time doing these, we'll see how. Well, where we go. We'll see how 22.5 kilo moves, which I feel like is quite heavy for a single arm. We'll see. Woo. Honestly, woo. That feels pretty damn good. I quite like it. Now, if you see me doing something crazy with my fingers, pretty much what I'm trying to do is not flex and not squeeze or clench my fists at all, right? Because I've talked about this before where like the more muscles that you're trying to activate, the less that you can activate the target muscle. And in this case, that's gonna be the tricep. So I'm trying to keep like a soft wrist, but still squeeze my triceps as hard as possible. Look something like this. So if you see me fucking conjuring something with my fingers, you know, don't be surprised. Oh. Ooh. Honestly, not bad at all. I can see the rave. I mean, I can see why people are raving on about these cuff things. Maybe one more, we'll see. All right, then I figured why not just try overhead instead, right? That way I hit or bias two different parts of the tricep, one movement. I figure, yeah, it's pretty good. You know. We'll see, we'll see. Ooh, that's heavy. Up. Humiliation. At least I can walk around and lower the stack. That's pretty handy. Ah, I lost count. Ugh. Alrighty. That's enough for today. Let's check the pump. I say after the cut as if I'm still not in the cut, but I am most definitely still chipping away. Alrighty. Let's see where we're looking like. Turning shorts into Speedos. I feel like fucking Tarzan. Alrighty, we're here. How'd we do? How'd we do? That's the full routine. Look, I didn't even know if I'll post that online. I'm fucking out of breath, but like, honestly, I don't feel like I've lost too much. Matter of fact, if anything, you know what? I'm fully pumped at the same time, but I definitely feel as though it doesn't look too bad if I brought this on stage. You know, if as long as I look like this and get a bit more conditioned, don't lose too much weight, or rather don't lose too much size, I think we'd be in a pretty good spot. Whew. I don't know what I'm doing, just throwing random ones out there. Not bad, not bad. 55 days to show. Woo. It came a lot quicker than I expected. We've still got a lot of work to do. Anyway, if you listen to this far, thanks for tuning in.